Let me ask you a question. Who was your very first crush? Now take a moment. Can you picture their face? Maybe it was someone from high school, a neighbor, a coworker, or perhaps the person you eventually married. Now here's the fascinating part. Now some of you may not remember what you had for lunch 3 days ago, but you can still remember details about someone you loved decades ago. Why? What makes those memories so powerful? And what does love actually do inside the brain? Today, we're going to explore the surprising science of love, connection, and relationships, and why meaningful connections may be one of the most powerful gifts you can give your brain as you age. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thrive Bright Minds. I'm Penny Brown, and for more than 20 years, I've worked with older adults, helping them stay mentally active, engaged, and confident. Now, when most people hear the word love, they think about emotions, but neuroscientists see something else. They see chemistry, electrical activity, brain networks, hormones, and surprisingly, many of the same systems involved in memory, motivation, and intention. Love doesn't just touch the heart, it changes the brain. I once asked a group of older adults to tell me about their first date. Oh yeah, this was a fun one. Immediately, the room came alive. People who had been quiet all morning suddenly had stories. One woman remembered the color of her dress. A gentleman remembered borrowing his father's car. Another remembered being so nervous he couldn't finish dinner. Some of these memories were over 50 years old, yet they were crystal clear. Why is that? Because the brain remembers what matters. Have you ever noticed that emotional memories seem easier to remember? You may forget where you parked your car. You may forget where you left your phone, but you remember your wedding day. You remember holding a newborn grandchild. You remember the moment you met someone important. That's because emotion acts like a highlighter pen for memory. When something feels meaningful, the brain pays attention. And when the brain pays attention, memories become stronger. Researchers have found that love activates several areas of the brain associated with reward and motivation. When we're around people we care about, the brain releases chemicals such as dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine helps create feelings of pleasure and motivation. Oxytocin is often called the bonding hormone because it helps us feel connected and secure. These systems evolved to help humans form relationships and communities. And that's important because humans were never meant to do life alone. Now, here's where this becomes important for brain health. The opposite of connection isn't independence. The opposite of connection is isolation. And isolation can be hard on the brain. When spending too much time alone, it sends a message of fear to the brain, causing feelings of anxiety and worry. Researchers of super agers, that's people all over the world, people that are all over the age of 100, have repeatedly found that people with strong social connections tend to experience better emotional well-being and healthier cognitive aging than those who are socially isolated. That's a pretty interesting fact. That's one reason I encourage people to stay connected. Hey, join a club, call a friend, attend a class, volunteer, spend time with family. The activity matters, but often it's the connections that matter even more. One of the most interesting things researchers have discovered is that our brains continue responding to connection throughout life. This isn't just for young people. The brain never outgrows the need for friendship. The brain never outgrows the need for belonging. And the brain never outgrows the need to feel valued. In fact, many adults tell me some of their deepest friendships were formed later in life. All right, here's your challenge for this week. I want you to reach out to one person, just one. Make a phone call, send a text, write a note. Invite someone for coffee, that's even better. Tell them you're thinking about them, not because they need it, because you both might. When people talk about brain health, they often focus on puzzles and exercise, nutrition, sleep, and those things are all very important. But don't overlook one of the most powerful influences on the brain: connection, being known, being valued, being loved, and loving others in return, because some of the strongest memories we carry throughout life aren't facts. They aren't dates, and they're not appointments. They're moments shared with people who mattered. And perhaps that's exactly how the brain was designed. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. If you found this video meaningful, please like it and subscribe it and share it with someone who has made your life better. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Who was your very first crush? Leave your answer in the comments below. And remember, we are not expired. We are evolving. All right. Listen, I want you to have a fantastic week. Please do the homework and please send me a comment. I want to hear all the good news. Until then, see you later.